Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and as you can tell, my surroundings are a little bit different. It's because I'm in Florida. I'm in Orlando. I got here today, okay. And what's so funny is that there was all these hot young people on the plane. Is there something wrong with my lip? There's all these young hot people on the plane, and they were all talking about the Fish concert that they went to in Vegas. Fish, did you go to Fish at the MGM Grand? Fish, Fish. I was like, I have never heard so much about a band, but they were all, I don't want to say, I mean, they were all very cute, but they were a little bit stonery. So I want to be like, are they like kind of like a young person's Grateful Dead? But apparently they were a young person's Grateful Dead like 25 years ago. So, okay, well, guess I missed that boat. um, anyways, I got here just fine. This room is super, super cute. Um, I'm a little tipsy, but it's gonna but I'm keeping on a budget. I only have a very small amount of funds that I can use on this trip. So far I'm doing good. I've got you know 5 more days ahead of me, and I've got enough that I'll be fine. So I'm excited. I think I'll be okay. Um, so let's talk about Bold and Beautiful. Okay, Bold and the Beautiful. I really just want to take I don't care if I spend 10 minutes talking about this. I don't give a crap because I'm going to talk about it. I hate hate Zende. I hate him. I hate him. He's the worst. Like Ridge and Steffi, they're god awful, but they're not as bad as Zende. Zende is the absolute motherfucking worst. He is the absolute worst. I cannot stand him. I can't stand him. He dumped Nicole because Nicole had Maya's baby, which that whole storyline, you already know how I feel about that. That was so dumb because it wasn't necessary. She could have easily just donated her eggs and had someone else carry the baby. So that was kind of dumb, right? But then he comes around and he's like, I see how you are and it's so wonderful and blah, blah, blah. And then he wants to come around after she's given birth. Okay, so she's like, okay, so she takes him back. And then it's not a herpy, I promise you. I don't know what it is. It looks bad. I don't think it's that bad though. It looks discolored. It's really distracting me. Um, but then the worst part is she's doing it again, which is again so stupid because Maya just has baby number one. Like it's still a baby, right? And she's already talking about a second baby. I mean, that's a little unrealistic to ask. But again, have someone else carry the fucking baby. Give her the eggs. I get that she wants to have an Avant Forrester baby. I understand that. That I understand. I get that. That's fine. But Nicole carrying the baby for 9 months is not the only option. So that's annoying. And then as soon as she tells Zende, you know what, I'm going to do it, he flies out the handle. No, we can't do that. Nicole, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, really? What happened to I'm so in love with you and blah, blah. It's just so, before I used to not like him like I don't like Ridge and Steffi. But now, like, I want him to, like, fall out of that airplane. Like, I want him just, I used to just say, you know what, Nicole, why are you fighting for him? Girl, bye. Let him go. Let him go. Excuse me, I'm a little bit, in Japanese, we say yoparai, which means drunk. But I'm not drunk. I'm not even buzzed. But I'm feeling good, though. Anyways, so yeah, the whole thing, it's the absolute fucking worst. I cannot stand it. And poor Sasha, and I know this is going to sound weird that I'm feeling bad for Sasha, but I am feeling bad for Sasha because let's not get it twisted. She just got dumped by Thomas when at the start of something new. Now, I was really enjoying her relationship with Thomas. And the fact that Thomas is now, back with Caroline, I guess, which okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how everybody on Bold and the Beautiful So Ridge, okay, so Bill was gonna marry Brooke, and Bill and Brooke have been on and off for quite a while, so it makes sense, right? She's gonna go through with it, but she's gonna take the shares from him as his wedding present, and then give those to Ridge, so Ridge can take Forrester over from Eric, right? But then Ridge shows up to the wedding and tries to stop it, saying, "I've always loved you, Logan." Real okay, and I was like, pump the brakes. Wait a minute. This is the same Brooke Logan, not the same Brooke Logan. This is the same Ridge Forrester who just 3 months ago was all about Caroline, and just 9 months ago was all about Katie. So don't be giving me this bullshit that, oh, I've always loved you, Brooke. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. That is awful. That's the worst. That just makes me as an audience member feel stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you want us to get emotionally invested in this story? And you know what? That is exactly how I felt when Brooke said, this was like 20 years ago. She had this scene where she was at the window and she was talking to herself. It was a monologue, soliloquy. Soliloquy is when you're talking to yourself, and a monologue is when you're talking to other people, right? I think so. So it was a soliloquy. I could have those completely backwards, but whatever. But she was talking about how she needs to let Ridge go and she's going to move on, and then she moved on with Thorne. And then she accidentally called Thorne Ridge and said, "Ridge is the love of my life." And it's like, oh, God. I was so pissed because I love that scene. I mean, that scene still stands out as one of the best scenes on that show. And they just undid all of that. Just like they did when I really wish they would have just killed Steffi on that shark attack when crazy ass Morgan, who I miss, R.I.P. Morgan, you are the best, when she had Steffi kidnapped and she faked that shark attack. That would have been, I wish that would have been, because as we are seeing at General Hospital, for example, we're seeing that, if you were to kill off a major character and actually have them stay dead like they're doing with Morgan, then it would cause ripple effects throughout everybody's storylines and everyone would feel that. So it's so stupid. The whole thing is so fucking dumb. I hate it. I hate it. I hate Zende. I hate the fact that everybody just acts like, oh, well, I was with someone else last week, but I really love you. Really? Girl, bye. I mean, that whole thing, that's so dumb. Everything about it is so stupid. It drives me up the wall. I cannot take it. And I love Bold and Beautiful, but it's just, drives me insane. Donna's back, and that's good. We'll see how that's going. We'll see what comes of her, because Katie's not. So like that is another thing. We can't have all three Logan sisters together. I mean, like, really? Where's Katie been? Why? Oh, I'll tell you what. Okay, so I was reading this week's Soap Opera Digest, right? Great episode, great issue, and they were talking all about like everything. It's the one with Eric Braeden on the cover from Young and the Restless, and they were talking. They asked the actors, "Who do you not normally have scenes with that you would like to have scenes with?" And I want to say, was it Sasha that said her answer was Liam, which I love that idea. A Sasha and Liam pairing, that would be great. That would be wonderful, right? Because then that would get him out of that stupid quagmire that he's in now. Or, who else? Maybe it was Wyatt that said that Wyatt and Katie. Okay, now listen. Now on Twitter, everyone was talking about how Thorne and Katie need to get together. And I'm okay with that. That's fine too. Because A, it'll give Thorne good storyline. And B, it will give, it'll be something different for Katie, right? But on the other hand, Quinn went after her son's brother, Liam, right? So Wyatt should go after his father's wife. Well, or it would make sense because she's not related to Liam. But it would definitely throw a wrench into the dynamic between Wyatt and Bill if Wyatt were to start squanking Katie. Either way, I'm okay with either one of those scenarios. I think both of those are great. And wait, here's someone else who wanted to do Katie. Deacon. I love that idea too, because Bill would, have a lot to say about that. And so would Brooke, because Deacon is Brooke's ex. So that would be interesting as well. So there are a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential on the storyline horizon, but just right now, it's all just being wasted on fucking Zende and Nicole, and who gives a shit about any of them? God, ugh. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at Angel Benton, hashtag bold and beautiful. Tomorrow I'm talking all about Dancing for Relevancy. I am so excited about that. And then on Thursday, I'm going to talk about Below Deck, which I watched tonight. They have Bravo in the hotel room. Woo! It's a great hotel. Okay. Anyways, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Wubba wubba wubba.